Kia ora koutou katoa, haere mai, and welcome to Tamaki Makaurau here in the Auckland Aotearoa. Eden Park is the venue for tonight's historic Trans-Tasman clash between Will Kay and the Australian Kangaroos taking on Jai McCartney and the New Zealand Kiwis here on New Zealand home soil. And what a night to finish off the international series, as both nations sporting their new look captains. Interim captain Will Kay taking the reins for the green and gold, and Jai McCartney, Warriors vice captain, in his first ever test match as a captain for the Kiwis. Chris Lord, we just saw moments ago. We've had the Paul Fitty, we've had the welcoming ceremonies from Indigenous elders and representatives of both nations. As we get set in front of our sold out Eden Park here in Auckland, Will Kay gets us underway and New Zealand will take the first hit up of the game and stays the pace. Runs it straight at Jesse Bennett, and Jesse Bennett gives him a how you going. Aaron White now, Warriors centre, with the second tackle just short of the 30. As we take a quick look at this Kiwis lineup, very interesting decision with the halves pairing of Damian Moana and Jai McCartney, both playing 6 and 7 in their roles respectively. Damian Moana, profound 5'8", playing at the half-back position for the Kiwis, and Jai McCartney, their captain, dominant number 7 for the Warriors, and he'll be playing number 6 tonight as Thomas Wallace gets a huge kick. And I'll tell you what, if it had the bounce, that would have been a dangerous look for 40-20. And still speaking on this Kiwi side, a stack of experience right throughout. Thomas Wallace, the LB Strange winner for this season. LB Strange Award winner, I should say. Chris Law, 2-time Sim VP, moving out of his traditional position of lock into prop. And they're going to need a lot of big boppers through the middle. We know how staunch this Aussie forward pack is, as Chaz Dingo line breaks one. Gets stopped by Chance Bunce, however, and it's going to be a huge battle of the fullbacks. Dingo versus Bunce here. And oh, good offload there. Jesse Bennett gets space, and he'll get some extra meters after that break play. 4 tackle here. Aussies inside the red zone. Will Kay inside to Matty Harris, who gets the offload away to James Thorne. Bit risky there, but they'll hold on to it. 5th and last here for the green and gold. Where will they go? They go to Will Kay, who puts the grubber in, but the ref says he's knocked it on. So not a good start there for the Kangaroos, as New Zealand now off the hook with that one. And talk about their backline. Chance Bunce, Tatida Maxwell, Cooper Gronk, Aaron White, and of course at the opposite wing, I've just forgotten, I've had a mind blank here. My apologies, as Jai McCartney gets the break now. It's very star-studded for both sides. Damian Moana with the kick on 4 tackle, and he just bombs it down the field. It might have too much sauce on it though, and it doesn't pull up, so it'll be a set restart for Australia. 7 tackle set here. But finally we'll take a look at the green and gold. Plenty to like about it, as Matty Harris headlines the staunch forward pack led by Jesse Bennett. And oh, Charlie Butler now with a break, and Chance Bunce being forced to come up again. But yeah, Luke Malchus, Luke Driscoll as well, pairing at the second row positions for Australia, as we see Jesse Bennett with a huge run there. Second tackle, Thorne goes out to Kay, his Storm teammate, but Luke Malchus just drops his lollies on that one. And Malchus being shifted to 11 this season, for this test match. We saw how deadly he was in that Origin game 1 earlier last season. Hoping to replicate some magic here from that night. The Cronulla Sharks veteran. What a night it is for Jai McCartney. I've spoken to him before, and he told me how much it means to be a captain for New Zealand in the SRL. The biggest honour that a Kiwi can attain, and he loves to see it. Loves representing his culture, loves representing his country. In front of a sold out Eden Park Stadium. As Jai McCartney stabs it to the corner of Ben O'Donnell. Ben O'Donnell steps one. Won't get past Bunsey. And Cameron Hodgson from the Kiwis being shifted out to the centre position. And Luke Driscoll finds a break. Luke Driscoll, he's looking like a fullback right now. He's got a bit of space there. He gets the offload away to Will Kay. But Will Kay will be driven back onto his 20-metre line. And a good breakaway there from Luke Driscoll, voted second rower of the season alongside Phoenix Murphy in the LB Strange Awards. And expect him to have a good game. He's going to have to step up defensively, but when he makes breaks like that through the line, all of a sudden, he can turn this game around for the Aussies as Matty Harris takes that up now. Okay, short ball to Malchus. Malchus trying to barge over, but he's turned on his back in a two-man tackle. Fifth in last year. Australia, what will they do? They look around. Thorne passes it back in the pocket to Will Kay. Will Kay puts up a high bomb. Who's under it? KCK comes down with it, but KCK is driven back in the field of play, and David Tiawa with a crucial defensive play there. Try-saving tackle is David Tiawa now. Laid out by big Matty Harris. And it's going to be an intriguing battle through the middle. Stays the pace there. Him and Chris Lord going to be relied upon heavy to carry this workload through the middle for New Zealand alongside David Tiawa. Alongside Thomas Wallace. Aaron White now. Bit of a slow play of the ball. They go back inside to Damian Warner, who finds space. Damian Warner, he's got someone behind him, but he would get taken by Chaz Dingo. And a good break there for the men in black. Fifth and last here for New Zealand. Where will they go? They drop back to John McCartney, who puts up a high bomb. It's not too bad here. Ben O'Donnell fields it, however. And a good cover-up tackle to follow by Cameron Hodgson and John McCartney. So very even stuff here at Eden Park in Auckland. I'll tell you what, I do love coming to this beautiful venue. And offload there and a mistake by Australia. Thomas Wallace ends up with it now. First tackle inside Australia's half. As Stace the pace will wind up with it now. Couple extra post-contact meters on the play. Second tackle, 12 minutes played here in Auckland. Thomas Wallace now runs it straight at Matty Harris, who just wraps him up and gives him a bear hug. Third tackle, they go flat. Stays the pace now. Very early on. Involved very early on. Apologies. Thomas Wallace ends up with it now. Only 11 gained on this set. Fifth and last here for the Kiwis. Jaden White gives it to John McCartney, who puts up another high bomb. It's a decent kick by Chaz Dingo. One of, if not the best fullbacks in the SRL, just showing his experience. True veteran of the game, and he's made that number 1 jersey his own for this Australian rep side. There's Jesse Bennett now with a bit of open space. He'll break one. Another mistake from the green and gold. Jesse Bennett probably didn't need to pass that one away, he just needed to hold it, which gives New Zealand prime real estate now. Cooper Gronk. Very heavy contingent of Warriors and Bulldogs players in this New Zealand side. A lot of experience as Kobe Johnston winds up with it now. And flat ball from Chris Lord, gives it out to Cooper Gronk. Cooper Gronk's barging over, but he's turned on his back here on the line. What will New Zealand do? Fourth tackle, they try and dart from dummy half, but Cameron Hodgson is driven back. Fifth and last here, 30 on the set. John McCartney's calling for it in the pocket. He'll get the ball. Puts in a grubber. Who's under it? James Thorne just diffusing that situation. Nicely done by the Melbourne Storm hooker, James Thorne. And this goal line defence for Australia, they've had to stand a bit of turbulence early on. But they do so, and it's very neck and neck here. Is Daniel Punch. The Roosters forward, finding some space there. Third tackle, Will Kay dishes it to Kane Chapman-Kenny. Taken on the SRL logo at the halfway line. Fourth tackle. Malchus gives it out. Jesse Bennett. But it'll be met there in a good tackle by Kobe Johnston. Fifth and last here. Kangaroos give it to Butler. And Butler stabs it down to the corner of Cooper Gronk. Cooper Gronk steps one. And he just had to beat Chaz Dingo. He could have been gone there. What a great defensive play from Chaz Dingo, the Cowboys marquee fullback. An SRL Season 8 kickoff just a couple of weeks away. Less than 2 weeks away. June 3rd is the day. Lock it in as DTA finds space. For tackle now. Kiwis inside Australian territory as they go out to Kobe Johnston. 5th and last here, just under 19 minutes played at Eden Park as John McCartney puts up a high bomb, and that's a good kick. Tap back. Chance Bunce gets it. Oh, Chance Bunce. He second guessed himself there. He just needed to run it and dive. But instead, he decides to hold it up there, trying to make something happen, but stopped just short of the line, and good defense from the Aussies. It's been a very tough battle. Almost a quarter of the game gone. And both sides still deadlocked at 0-all. Chaz Dingo now finding space. And what a battle of the fullbacks it has been so far. Oh, Chance Bunce giving away a penalty there. Referee not putting up with holding in the tackle. As Will Kay aims for the sideline now. So New Zealand gonna have to stand a set inside, or just outside their red zone, is Matty Harris, the veteran. 3-time premiership winner alongside his captain Will Kay. Another 3-time premiership winner is Chaz Dingo. He's looking dangerous here. Chance Bunce caught upon again. They give it short to Butler. And Charlie Butler taking in the 2-man tackle. Short side. Harris. Oh, and it's a knock on. Mistake there by the Kangaroos, and that will leave a lot of pressure for New Zealand. As Logan Strange now, Mr. SRL. His first game back in Kiwi colours for quite some time now, as Kobe Johnston with a good break there, and Chaz Dingo has to bring him down. You've got to love this atmosphere here at Eden Park tonight, as Chance Bunce breaks one, and again Chaz Dingo. His numbers being called a lot early on in this first half. And oh, what a good ball. Damien Moana gets it. Kobe Johnston, I think it was, giving him a nice floater there. No, Thomas Wallace it was. Apologies, as the Kiwis now inside the 10-metre line. 5th tackle here. This could be dangerous for Australia. They drop back to John McCartney, who gives it to Damien Moana, puts up a high bomb, and it's a good kick. Who's under it? Jack Jimmy, the Melbourne Storm centre. A great take there from Australia. And Dingo now trying to find that open space. We know how lethal he can be. Oh, and the ref giving away another penalty against New Zealand, and he's giving them a warning as well, saying he's not going to tolerate this slowdown of the ruck to play the ball. Giving the Kiwis a warning that the next infringement could possibly result in a send-off and a yellow card, 10 in the bin. What a turn of events that would be. Always a great battle between these two nations. One of, if not the greatest rivalry when it comes to sports and rugby league. The camaraderie between the two nations. The Anzac neighbours, Trans-Tasman neighbours, Australia and New Zealand. SRL TV International Test Match footy does not get any bigger, any better than this, as Luke Malchus now will take the hit up. Post-contact meters on the play. 5th and last here. The Aussies inside their 30. Will Kay dropped deep in the pocket as they go to him. He stabs it to the corner to Tyler Maxwell. And TTM, what a season he's had for the Bulldogs. Playing fullback for Canterbury, but playing on the wing tonight. Thomas Wallace now gives a beauty of a ball to Kobe Johnston. Kobe Johnston. And oh, with the offload. If Hodgson could have got that one out to the wing of Cooper Gronk, that could have been very dangerous. McCartney back inside to Wallace. Fends one off. Chaz Dingo has to get him. And Chaz Dingo will bring him down. 4th tackle here. New Zealand shifted to John McCartney. Back inside to Logan Strange. Logan Strange trying to hit the gap. But he's met there in a 2-man tackle for his troubles by Thorne and Harris. 5th and last for the men in black. Dramakani puts up a high bomb, but it's not the best kick. Aaron White will field it, however. But he's brought down there. So not much doing for the Kiwis on that last set. Fills it out towards the end there, but they've been finding holes through this Aussie defense, this Aussie line. As Malchus now flirting with the touchline, the makeshift winger looks like it. Get some good meters for Australia. Second tackle as they enter Kiwi territory. Matty Harris will wind up with it now. Dawn gives it to Kay, to Dingo, out to Butler. Charlie Butler signing a contract with Sydney Roosters for next season, I believe. Luke Driscoll now will try and make something happen. Fifth and last here, just inside the red zone. Australia give it back to their captain, Will Kay. And oh, who's going to take it? Chance Bunce. Oh, what a play by Chance Bunce. He gave himself a bit of running room and then just marked it in goal, and it was a great catch there. As we enter the half an hour mark into this game, and both teams still locked at 0-0. 0-0 is the score here in Auckland. In this Trans-Tasman Test match, Toby Johnston now on the halfway line. Second tackle, a good set here for the Kiwis so far. And Buncey's driven back. Wallace now gives it to Moana, gives it to Maxwell, his Bulldogs teammate Maxwell. Fourth tackle here, where will they go? Back inside, David Siawa now. Another Warriors forward there for the Kiwis. Fifth and last, 30 minutes played in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, Aotearoa. As Jaden White comes up with it, Jaden White. What a play from him. He caught the ball, but he was just met there by Chaz Dingo. Met there by two Aussie defenders. Desperate stuff there from the Kangaroos. That could have been that was a great try-scoring opportunity for New Zealand, but they did enough just to hold him out. And the scoreline, 0-0, is just so reflective of how tight and competitive this game has been as Chaz Dingo breaks the line. He gets the offload away to James Thorne. James Thorne is met in the tackle there, covered tackle by Chance Bunce. Third tackle here, the Aussies inside Kiwi territory once again as they give it to Luke Malchus, who will drive with the tackle there on the hit-up. Fourth tackle here. Flat ball to Will Kay, out wide to Dingo, who gets put on his stomach there. Fifth tackle. Fifth and last, Australia. They kick it to the corner. To Maxwell. Looked like he might have had a foot in goal, but he gets away from a break here. Oh, and luckily he's brought down in a big cover tackle by Kane Chapman. I didn't see who that was. But that was a brilliant play there. Chaz Dingo trying to get the ankle tap. But he had reinforcements to complete the tackle, otherwise that could have been very dangerous for Australia. And New Zealand now looking to shift this ball inside Aussie half. Fourth tackle here, 33 minutes played at Eden Park for this test match as David Barner winds up with it. Eamon Logan Strange coming off the bench in the 20th minute for New Zealand. John McCartney now. Straight to Maverick Oldfield. Oldfield's got space. He just needs to beat Chance Bunce. Oldfield, he's going to try and cut across the field. He's got numbers outside. Will he get away? No, he won't. He'll be brought down in the good tackle by Buncey. First tackle for the Kangaroos. They give it out to Will Kay now. Will Kay trying to barge over the line. He'll get some good post-contact meters. Second tackle. The Aussies knocking on the door. Oh, Matty Harris was in for all money, but decides to give it to his Roosters teammate, Brad Goodwin. Luke Malchus now driven back in the tackle. Fourth here, 35 minutes played. Can the Kangaroos finally break open this try-scoring drought, this points drought we're having? Brad Goodwin turned on his back here, fifth and last. Where will they go? They drop short to Will Kay, puts in the glove, and Will Kay gets it to Charlie Butler, and Charlie Butler will score the first try of the game. First points on the board for Australia in this test match. Will Kay with the try assist there, just dropping it on the boot. And Butler timing his run to perfection, just has to run onto it. puts it down with both hands, and Australia finally, after 35 minutes in this test match, they finally gotten some points on the board. Home crowd probably, obviously not wanting Australia to draw first blood here, but it has just been that close, that competitive. It's been very even, 6-0 in favour of the Kangaroos. 36 minutes played here in Auckland as we approach half-time in what has been an arm wrestle of a test match between the two trans-Tasman nations, the Anzac nations of New Zealand and Australia. It's very interesting to note that Season 10 will be hosted, the Season 10 World Cup will be hosted in Australia and New Zealand. And would love to see another fixture here at Eden Park. I've had the privilege of being a part of some great games at this venue. Not only as a player, but also in the commentary box. Aotearoa Origin, Champions of Origin. And some great games. And speaking of Aotearoa Origin, Jai McCartney coming off a 3-0 sweep last season as captain of the Northern Weta against the Southern Orcas. Chaz Dingo finds a line, he'll shrug one off, steps punchy, Chaz Dingo! What a play! Phenomenal stuff there from the Cowboys fullback. Oh! And David Barner is about to get sent off here. 10 in the bin, the ref says hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back for another 10. Oh, crucial play there. And New Zealand not happy. Jai McCartney is a bit frustrated now. I think the Kiwis are very lucky that they're going to head into half-time here as Will Kay slots the penalty goal, and that'll bring the Aussie lead to 8 points now. 38 minutes gone in Auckland. And geez, what a turning point in the match that could be. David Barner getting sent off there. Just too many penalties being conceded from this Kiwi side, and it's the discipline that has really cost them. And the men in black, they'll just be looking to hold out the Aussies until half-time so they can regather, refocus and resettle. As the Kiwis down to 12 men, and they will be for a huge chunk of the first 10 minutes in the second half. Luke Malchus, what an offload to James Thorne, who gets the fend away. But he's brought down by Chris Lord. They give it to Matty Harris now. Harris marching inside Kiwi half. Third tackle here. They give it to Thorne to Butler. Butler gives a cutout ball to Chaz Dingo. Fourth tackle here. New Zealand just trying to repel this Australian attack. Daniel Punch ones up with it now. Fifth and last coming up. 57 gained on the set. Can they get the play away? Yes, they do. James Thorne gives it to Will Kay, and Will Kay deciding to just run it out as we go to half-time. And we'll see you after the break. Yes, hello and welcome back to Eden Park in Auckland for this SRL International Test match between New Zealand and Australia. 8-0 in favour of the green and gold here. And what a first half it was. Very neck and neck stuff. Not much separating these two teams, but a late penalty in the first half to David Barner also saw him sent off for 10 in the bin. And I was hearing word from the Kiwis locker room that they actually had a substitute planned for David Barner, but because he's been sin binned, that's unfortunately scratched that plan out of the window for New Zealand. And it's a bit of adversity they're going to have to deal with in front of their home crowd. As Tyler Almatangi substitutes on for Cooper Gronk. And Johnny Columbus also slotting in for the Kiwis. For Australia, Lockie Martin and Lucas Deuce taking the field here in the second half. As Almatangi, who finds space, he steps Chaz Dingo. And Almatangi, first run of the game already looking dangerous. Could he be the one to, open the spark? Bring a spark for this Kiwis attack, because at times it has been lackluster. But in other times it has been brilliant to watch. Chance Bunce now taking it inside Aussie half. David Siawa shifting out to 11 now. We'll see what sort of magic he could potentially cook up as Jaden White. Another one that was shifted in a positional swap at half time, with Thomas Wallace moving to hooker and Jaden White shifting out to lock as they stab it to the corner of Maverick Oldfield. And Oldfield brung down in a tackle by Aaron White. Good defense there from the Kiwis as they give it to Chaz Dingo. Chaz Dingo gets the line break again. He's going to find it very, very difficult to beat Chart Spuns, even in one-on-one situations, as Lucas Deuce now, his first one of the game. Lucas Deuce having represent Samoa in the nines, if I'm not mistaken, getting a call-up for the green and gold. Speaking of which, another one I forgot to mention earlier was Casey Namana, of Kiwi background, but has represented Queensland in Origin, and tonight donning the green and gold for Australia. And it's a big bomb there. Who's under it? Charlie Butler. Charlie Butler scores again. A double for the Aussie halfback, and what a try it was. A big kick there by Will Kay, and Butler was just honing in on it, waiting for it to drop in his arms. And approximately 2 minutes left until David Barner takes the field. And the Kiwis can't ask for him to come on any sooner. They did such a good job to hold out Australia from scoring a try, being down to 10 men. But they do crack at the end there. 14-0 is the score in favour of the Kangaroos. And New Zealand at home, yet to score any points 45 minutes in, if that doesn't tell you how tough this Aussie defense has been. Matty Harris now straight through the middle. He had all the space, and he'll be brought down in the cover tackle by Chance Bunce and John McCartney, the Warriors teammates. Noki Martin now subbing on at the prop position, Gold Coast Titans forward. What a season he's had as well in Clubland, as they give it back to Butler. Driven back by DTA and John McCartney. And DTA, but oh sorry, yes, that was David Tiawa, my apologies. Oh, miss kick! Chris Lord snatches that one away. I think it was Will Kay, the Aussie skipper, trying to get it away. The Kangaroos need to hold out here as the Kiwis enter the red zone, and the crowd getting right behind him. Chris Lord bumps one off, and David Barner's taking the field. You can hear the crowd getting excited now. They're back to full strength as we see Kobe Johnston wind up with it now. He tries to barge over. Fourth tackle. What will they do? They go flat ball to Chris Lord, and Chris Lord scores the first try of the game for the New Zealand Kiwis, and the home crowd goes wild. They needed that. They needed to spark the energy, and David Barner, you could just feel the momentum swing once he came back on the field. This parochial home crowd here on Kiwi soil finally get to see their Men in Black score points on the board. Chris Lord, what a try. Proud Kiwi, former captain of New Zealand, and his predecessor John McCartney stands just in front of the goals. They'll kick this one, it's good. 6-14, 48 minutes played here at Eden Park. What a turn of events now for New Zealand. Can they capitalise off this momentum? They needed that first try. They needed to break that seal, and they've finally done so. Still an 8-point lead for the Aussies, but you can't argue that Australia has been the more dominant side. And it's still very neck and neck, tit for tat. And Chris Lord now. Well, let's go short to Jaden White. Jaden White finds David Tiawa. Tiawa nearly hitting that gap there. And New Zealand, third tackle just in front of their 40. Don't look like they're going to go for a 40-20. They go short to Jay McCartney. And Tiawa with the offload to Barner. Oh, scoop from dummy half. They swing it back outside to Tyler Almatangi. Almatangi playing at the wing position in the second half. 5th and last here. 50 minutes played at Eden Park. Straight down to the arms of Chaz Dingo and Jai McCartney. Bit of a redemption play on the tackle there, making sure that Dingo didn't get away from him. As we see Matty Harris, another one that shifted out to pop. Lucas Deuce with a big step there, and Chance Bunce being called upon to take him down. Third tackle on the 30. Butler will wind up with it now, and not much doing on that play. Thorne gives it out to Kay. Kay gives it to Kane Chapman. Kane Chapman Kenny nearly stepping inside Buncey's shoulders. 5th and last here on the line, the Aussies. Oh, James Thorne just gets absolutely smacked. Tried to dart from dummy half. He thought he saw something there, but all he saw was the big shoulders of Kobe Johnston, and then the close-up of the grass. But nonetheless, good goal line defense from New Zealand. And they're trying to grind away at this Australian lead. Moana now gives it to Jaden White, who finds space. Jaden White. Good play there from New Zealand. Barner now. Oh, laid off! Off the ball, laid out. And the ref says play on, so Australia turned that one around. Malchus now winds up with it. Oh, New Zealand, they need to watch out and be careful. They do not want to concede any more penalties in this one. Be absolutely devastating if they were to, as Daniel Punch, big fan, gets the offload to Will Kay, and Will Kay has to be brought down by Johnston. 4th tackle here, the Aussies just short of the 10 as they go inside to Punch. Punch to Harris. Harris trying to force his way over, but he won't get there. 5th and last, 47 gained on the set. They drop back. Will Kay puts in a grubber. Who's there? Oh, David Barner there to defuse the situation. And Charlie Butler looked like he was going to go over for a hattie. A hat trick for a half. How good would that be? Shout out to my fellow halves in the SRL. But nonetheless, again, resilient stuff from the men in black. Chance Bunce, he's looking a bit tired already. He got the step. He broke the line. Maybe he pulled a cramp there. He slowed up a bit on that play. And he looks a bit better now on this one. 4th tackle. They go short to Damian Moana, and it pops off an Aussie defender. Referee saying no, play that. So it's going to be 6 again for Australia. And New Zealand not doing themselves any favour, turning this one around as Chaz Dingo breaks one but won't get past the other. 56 minutes played here at this test match in Eden Park. Kangaroos leading the Kiwis 14-6 as Thorne goes to Martin, who's laid out, and a huge tackle there by Kobe Johnston. And Kobe Johnston, he has just been a defensive unit tonight. He is not going to go down wandering at the end of this game. 5th and last here, 5 away from the line. They drop back to Butler, who puts on a high bomb. Who's going to take it? Al Matangi, he takes it. He steps Dingo, but he won't get past Ben O'Donnell. And Ben O'Donnell brings them down. Al Matangi looking very dangerous in the second half. He could be the key for this Kiwi side if they can find a way to just get him more ball and get him involved in this game as much as they can. Obviously, you've got Chance Bunce there, the biggest X factor in my opinion for this New Zealand side. But you can't rely on him to do it all on himself. Al Matangi just proving again why he should be getting more runs of the ball. Doing a great job at that wing position. They go to McCartney now. He'll try and go for... Oh no, it's a miss hit. He's shanked it. Chaz Dingo. He's got... Chance Bunce dives at the grass. Chaz Dingo is gone. Chaz Dingo, take a bow. What a superstar. He scores his first try of the night. Finally gets past Chance Bunce and Buncey. Last ditch tackle with the ankle tap, but he just couldn't get enough on that one as Chaz Dingo rolls over for a great try for the Kangaroos. And they'll take an 18-6 lead here at Eden Park as the crowd starts to go a bit quiet here. Okay, taking the kick directly in front, which will bring the lead to 14 points. 20-6 in favour of the Kangaroos on SRL TV here from Auckland. Your fourth and final test match of the international series, probably brought to you by the SRL. As we look ahead to Season 8 kicking off June 3rd, Monday. And we can't wait for the draw to be revealed. Can't wait for bigger, better season of SRL footy. As we see Luke Driscoll now. Oh, and again, another held and tackle penalty. And the ref not giving them a talking to this time. But, geez, that is a coach killer. A captain killer for the Kiwis. You just cannot afford to give any sort of possession away to Australia. And it has been the discipline or lack thereof that has really just put them in this stranglehold now. 20-6 is the score. Still plenty of footy left to be played here in Auckland. As we all know, anything can happen in the SRL. But Chaz Dingo finds the line off a great pass there. And Bunty being forced again to come up to the last line of defence. Jack Jimmy now coming back on from the bench, and he'll be playing through the middle. It'd be interesting to see how he holds his own against this staunch forward pack of the Kiwis. Malchus now gets him just short of the 10, fifth and last. They get a Will K. Will K puts in a great grubber kick. Chaz Dingo, he'll try and get over there, but he's turned on his back. Will K, what an effort he is putting in tonight. Wearing his heart on his sleeve as interim captain of the Kangaroos, and he's just been putting in some dangerous grubbers. And that's pretty much been their game plan. Once they get in the red zone, just put in those grubber kicks. Catch the Kiwi defence flat-footed. There's Cooper Gronk coming back on the inside now. You see David Tiawa now. Ref telling him to get up. And Moana kicks it down the field now. Ben O'Donnell, he'll field it. Oh, he leaves one just standing there. And Malchus finding a gap through the space. Luke Malchus will get past one, but he won't get past John McCartney. Oh, sorry. Won't get past Aaron White, I believe it was. Or Cooper Gronk, I should say. And he'll punch now. Give it out. Will K gives it to Dingo. Dingo out to Lucas Deuce. Lucas Deuce! He'll find space. He was there. He just had to dive over the line. But he's brought down in a good tackle. Flat ball to Jack Jimmy. Jack Jimmy. Oh, off the post. And what's the ref ruled here? I think he's called it a knock on. Oh, and Australia will get the ball back at the 20. Very interesting call there. Maybe he's called something back. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, Australia now again, once again, inside the Kiwis half, or the Kiwis red zone. 65 minutes played here. And Luke Malchus, good post-contact meters, just short of the line there. He was inches away as Butler looking for his hattie, looking for a hat-trick tonight. They go flat, short side to Will K, back out to Malchus, the former Storm teammates linking up on the play. But Malchus will be turned on his back there. And the referee calls held up. Fifth and last here. Kangaroos give it to Will K. The skipper puts on a high bomb and Tyler Almatangi will be there under it. So you see Wallace give it out to Tiawa now. 66 minutes played here in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland. Eden Park in Aotearoa, New Zealand. And the Aussies with the upper hand on the scoreboard and in terms of momentum. There's been a great clash here Great test match footy as Chance Bunce finds a break. He gets the offload. Chris Lord on the end of it. And Chance Bunce, he's trying to do everything he can to get his side, his country, his nation back in this game. And they go down to the corner of Ben O'Donnell. Ben O'Donnell brought down there. Good cover tackle from New Zealand. Luke Driscoll now, he'll run it up. Brought down by Cameron Hodgson as Bennett now looking to try and just break through the middle. Been a staunch effort from this Australian forward pack as we see Dingo swing it out to Ben O'Donnell. And Ben O'Donnell turned on his back here. 4 tackle. 20-6 is the score in favour of the green and gold as Chaz Dingo breaks the line. Oh, and Chance Bunce just getting that ankle tap needed to be made, or that would have been the game for sure. Will Kay puts up a high bomb. Who's going to take it? Tatara Maxwell takes it. Will he be driven back in goal? Yes, he will be. And a huge defensive effort from the Australian Kangaroos. Not much TTM could do there, but just field it. It was a perfectly placed kick there from the Aussie captain, Will Kay. Premiership winning captain with the Melbourne Storm. And Dingo again, he has just been exposing that right hand side of the Kiwis line, and he finds himself inside the 10 or just on it. Butler out to Deuce and Lucas Deuce. I think that's going to be game, set and match for Australia. As we see Lucas Deuce, he was calling for it, just waiting. Steps the Kiwi captain, Jai McCartney, and McCartney can only look on and watch as Lucas Deuce. What a try. And Australia looking like, very much looking like, they are going to take the victory in this test match tonight. Not an easy task to do at Eden Park. A spiritual home of New Zealand sports. As Will Kay, he's got the kicking boots on tonight. Swings that one from left to right, and that'll make it 26-6 in favour of Australia. 71 minutes gone here, and for the Kiwis, I'll tell you what, that first half there were moments where they just looked like they were going to strike. But it was that resilient defense of Australia that repelled all that momentum. But of course, that sin bin, that was a pivotal point in this game. And maybe you could say New Zealand not having the best game in terms of, well, we know what potential they have and what they bring to the table. We've seen, glimpses of it throughout this game. But maybe just not the team performance that you want from them. Been a few standout players. Kobe Johnston comes to mind. Chance Bunce as well. Tyler Almatangi, what an impact he's had. As Chaz Dingo now takes the last tackle of that set. 5th and last here. Australia give it back to Charlie Butler. Butler goes to the corner of Tyler Maxwell. Tyler Maxwell breaks one. Can he get past? Yes, he'll get past Chaz Dingo. And the Kiwis back on the board here. Tyler Maxwell, the Bulldogs fullback, will dive under the black dot. And TTM getting the crowd back into the game. That is the Kiwi spirit. Never say die. Play right till the end. And Tyler Maxwell looking to inspire his team to a late comeback. You'd have to say the odds will be against him. But to Tyler Maxwell, what a try. Classy stuff there from the Kiwis winger. Guy McCartney now to take this kick from right in front. And it's good there. So 12-26 in favour of the Kangaroos. And the Kiwis finally getting points on the board courtesy of a long range try from TTM, the Tyler Maxwell. And plenty of Kiwis still in the stands here. They don't want to go home early. They paid good money. They would love to see one more 2 more tries from New Zealand. They would need an extra 2 points on top of 2 converted tries to somehow pull off a miracle. But nonetheless, they're playing like they believe they can do it. Second tackle, David Tiawa now. Gets him to the 20. Hodgson swings it back inside to Cooper Gronk. Gronk now to Makani. Gives it to Lord. Big Fen, Chris Lord. 2-time Sim VP. 4th tackle now. Kiwis inside the Aussie half. As David Tiawa will wind up with it. 5th and last here. Less than 4 minutes to go in this Trans-Tasman Test match. John Makani, good kick. Gets it into the space. And Maverick Oldfield will have to make a play at it. He'll step one, but he won't get past the other. David Tiawa there to meet up with him. James Thorne does the Jameson Shuffle, and he gets some good meters away. Jameson Shuffle being very prevalent throughout this Test match series. We saw it from Blake Harris and the Irish team. We've seen it here tonight. Butler now swings it out to Will Kay. Will Kay still short of the halfway line. 4th tackle. The green and gold. They swing it out wide. Oh, it's off the noggin. Bit of a falcon from Luke Malkus, but nonetheless, he'll do well to hold on to it. 5th and last here. 77 minutes played at Eden Park. Will Kay stabs it down far as he can. Bunts on the end of it. Watch out here. He'll step one. Won't get past the reinforcements. You would have, as a neutral, you would have loved to see him break away there. As we wind down the clock, and what has been an excellent test match between both sides, but just too much class for the Kiwis tonight. Australia going to get a win on the road across the ditch in front of a hostile Kiwi crowd. It's a very tough task to come over here and win. You could ask the New South Wales Blues about that one. As we go, John Makani, he'll just put up a bit of a floater to Chaz Dingo, and Dingo brought down by Chance Bunce. And that will be the ball game here as we wind down the last minute of this one. Matty Harris with a big fend and a goosey, tell you what. They are just showing no mercy, no let up here, the Aussies. But it is full time here at Eden Park in Auckland, and Australia come away with a test match victory against their Anzac neighbours, I should say. Trans-Tasman rivals, if you will. 26-12 here from Tamaki Makoto in Aotearoa NZ as we take a look at your SRL TV stats. 12-26 in favour of the Kangaroos, and it was Chris Lawton to Tydon Maxwell, both getting meat pies there for the men in black. And for the Aussies, Charlie Butler, 2 tries to his name. Chaz Dingo and Lucas Deuce, all getting across the line for Australia. 2 tries to 4, 2 goals to 5. The Aussies with 60% of possession, thereabouts. And the Kiwis, 20 from 23. So, not bad all things considered. They did complete a good portion of their sets, but the mistakes and penalties really did cost them. Australia 23 from 28, 7 errors from the Kiwis compared to the Aussies 5, 4 penalties conceded, and it was a great display of discipline from Australia, 0 penalties conceded. Almost 200 tackles being made for NZ, 157 for the Aussies. Missed tackles 27-21, and line breaks, look at this, 48 line breaks from the Kangaroos here tonight. I don't think I've ever seen a number that high, nearly a half century. 27 for New Zealand as we take a look now at the stats. And we'll look at the Kiwis, the home nation here. The Tydon Maxwell, what a game, 168 run meters. And he scored himself that long range try as well with 4 line breaks to his name. Thomas Wallace, 166 meters. Absolute unit on defense, 30 tackles, only 1 missed. 2 tackle breaks, 2 line breaks, and 1 try assist. Jaden White, 146 run meters. Bunsey, 5 line breaks. No tries for him tonight. Very unchance Bunce like. Because we know how much X factor he brings And nonetheless, Kobe Johnston, one of, if not the best forwards for the Kiwis tonight. Damien Moana and David Tiawa all getting over 100 metres, run metres for New Zealand. Over 300 kicking metres from Jai McCartney here tonight. So we take a look now at the Kangaroo stats. Chaz Dingo, what a performance. 369 run metres, 16 tackles, 13 line breaks, and a try. Chaz Dingo, the Cowboys superstar fullback. What a performance. James Thorne, over 232 run metres, 109 passes, 21 tackles, only 3 missed, 2 line breaks, 3 line breaks. Luke Malchus. Oh, Luke Malchus, what a game from the Cronulla Sharks veteran. Just under 200 metres. Playing at the number 11 role tonight. 10 tackles made, 5 line breaks, did not miss a beat. Matty Harris, what a standout performance from him as well. Charlie Butler with the 2 tries and a try assist. 3 line breaks this game, 150 run metres. He was phenomenal for the Aussies tonight. Jesse Bennett, Luke Driscoll, Oldfield and Daniel Punch all getting over 100 metres. Will Kay just one off the mark there from what has been a stellar offensive performance from Australia tonight. And what a game it was from both sides, but the Kangaroos just proving too much class against the Kiwis. Kiwis showing great spirit to just fight until the end. And I'll tell you what, I feel like the Kiwis and the Kangaroos, the next game we see between these two nations, if the Kiwis can just... We know they didn't play their best footy tonight, but when they play their best footy, this is going to be a side that will cause trouble for Australia. But the Kangaroos, led by Will Kay in his first Test match debut as a captain, and what a way to do it. Across the ditch here on Kiwi soil, and the Aussies will take the win home. And my congratulations to my fellow countrymen in the Kangaroos, and also to the Cuzzy Bros across the ditch from New Zealand. We hope you've all enjoyed the International Test Match Series, proudly brought to you by the SRL. SRL Co-Commissioner Sonny Tyre signing off from Auckland Eden Park. I've got to get back to Cronulla for pre-season training. But can't wait to see you all for Season 8. Can't wait to see you all for the Six Nations as well. Coming next season. That is going to be a huge tournament for all the teams involved and for all the players, for the community. And we can't wait to join you. And we can't wait for you to join us down the line for that one. But until then, I'm dribbling on now. Thank you once again for tuning in. And we'll see you next time on SRL TV.